It's that time of the year again. It's the beginning of February, and that means it's time for Nintendo Direct speculation. As of now, there's some rumors going on that it should be later on this week as I'm recording this, and just in case it's early in the week and Slime and I can't record, I wanted to hop in here and just talk about some of my predictions. Obviously, I do think this Direct is going to be more focused on Zelda. We're 3 months out. We still have no idea really what we're walking into besides the Sky Islands and stuff like that. I think probably a good 5 minutes or so of this Direct will be like a pretty good breakdown. Maybe they'll announce a Zelda Direct for like March or April. I'm a little unsure of that myself. I do think, however, this is going to be our big story/gameplay trailer that is not vague, which we've been getting basically since the E3 2019 reveal. And yeah, I do think we're going to see that. That's going to be exciting. That'll probably be like our middle portion, or more than likely our last final segment. I don't know if it'll be like our last big reveal. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I do think we'll be seeing Zelda. It'd be a little worrying if we didn't. Another smaller thing I think is going to happen is Advance Wars. There's been rumors that certain retailers were getting like cardboard displays saying it was going to be available now. I don't really believe that. I did it first, but I kind of looked into it more. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I don't think we're going to be seeing that, but I do think we're going to be seeing it released sometime in April, so it'll be like a whole year delay from when it was supposed to come out. I really hope Nintendo doesn't like bury this game, because with how long it's been just sitting here, I can kind of see them not wanting to go back to Advance Wars just because of how problematic many of their installments have been in terms of releasing. But I do think we'll be seeing that. That'll probably be just like either one of the headlines or like something really, a small trailer. It won't be anything new. The game's been done since before it was delayed, so we'll see. It'll happen. Another thing that I think we are going to see is a new project from Bandai Namco. We need a new Mario sports game for the year. We get one basically every year, it feels like. I think it's Mario Baseball's turn. I think that'll be coming out in June. Like I said, Bandai will be developing it like they have the past ones. And I really hope Nintendo doesn't screw it up and make it like their other sports games, where it's got a very lackluster content lineup in the beginning and free updates throughout the first year. But I do think we're going to see Mario Baseball. I think that's one of the last sports besides like a sports compilation that they still can bring us, and I think now is the time. Something I'm a little bit like 50-50 on is whether or not we see Pikmin 4. Obviously, it was announced in September. We got the tiniest little bit of gameplay and like a screenshot of the character's perspective. All we have is like a vague 2023 launch. So for me, the Direct's going to go one of two ways. I think it's either going to focus on first half of the year and then like a little bit into the summer, or it's going to focus on most of the whole year, kind of like the February Direct last year did. I think it's got a pretty good chance either way. The worst case scenario, we might get like another really small teaser, like not a full-blown reveal trailer, and it gives us like a summer or a fall release window or something like that. I'm not completely confident we're going to see Pikmin 4 purely because Nintendo does like to skip showing off games they announced in the previous Nintendo Directs for some reason, but given this one's supposed to be out in the next 9 to 10 months, I don't know if the time is really ample for that. So that could be a good, like, middle 3 to 5 minute segment, middle of the Direct, but I hope we see it. Obviously, I'm the big Pikmin guy, but I'm not getting my hopes up just because I know it's still pretty far out. We had a rumor going around that it was going to come out 2 weeks after Tears of the Kingdom. I don't believe that for a second. Not going to happen. If it does, Nintendo's trying to kill the Pikmin IP, and that breaks my heart. What else? There's been more rumors going around about the Metroid Prime remaster, Metroid Prime trilogy, whatever it's going to be. It could happen. I'm very hesitant to predict this because we've been predicting this for the better part of half a decade at this point, and it'll happen when it happens. One thing I don't think we're going to see is Metroid Prime 4. It just seems too early. It's not ready yet. It needs more time in the oven. I hope we do. but I think that could be either a June or September Direct announcement and come out sometime middle to late next year, depending on when they're going to release their next system and if they want it to be cross-compatible or like cross-gen or whatever. But that's a whole other topic for another day, and I'm sure we'll get into it when the time comes. So obviously we do have a Mario movie coming out in April. Vastly hyped, looks fantastic. You've got to think Nintendo wants to do a Mario game this year. And while I personally believe they're still hard at work developing the next 3D Mario for the launch window or launch date of the next Switch, or whatever the next gen system's going to be, I do think we're going to see another 2D Mario. It's been rumored, so obviously this isn't like groundbreaking info. I do want to say it's going to happen though. I mean, it just makes sense. 2D Mario that's not New Super branded, I have to say. So I'm hoping it's a new ideas. It looks great. It looks actually creative. It's got a different art style. I would absolutely go wild for that. That seems fantastic. Will it happen? I mean, I'm pretty confident it will, but another possibility is that we're going to see a Donkey Kong game. There was rumors going around a couple years ago, just like the 2D Mario game, that the Odyssey team was working on a DK title. We don't know if that was a 3D one or a 2D one because that was so long ago and who knows what the job descriptions were for. But I think 2D Donkey Kong is possible too. Earlier in the year, I was pretty confident that we'd get both. Now I'm sitting here and thinking, it's going to be one or the other, and as much as I love a good 2D DK platformer, I think Mario is going to get it just because Mario is the system seller. They've got a new Mario movie coming out. Mario Kart DLC is still going strong. I think obviously the focus is going to go on Mario. And that's all like the big stuff I had listed. Obviously, we're going to see more info on Bayonetta Origins. That comes out in a little over a month. I don't see how they don't talk about that for a little while. We still really don't know what the game is. Mario Kart Wave 4 will probably be fully announced. I know in like the September Direct they only showed like 2 tracks, but I'm assuming the Wave 4 is going to come out sometime in mid to late March, so I think we could see the full slate of tracks, but worst case scenario, we'll probably see another 2 or 3 like we did last Direct. I'm personally hoping we see Airship Fortress and DK Summit from the Wii, but I think whatever we see from Mario Kart is always going to be exciting. It's just a nice DLC to have. What else? They could tease Splatoon Season 3's new content. I don't think we're going to see the Xenoblade 3 or the Splatoon 3 story expansions yet. I think that'll be sometime early summer, and they'll release sometime around that as well. But I think we could see, I think it's Wave 3 of 4 of Xenoblade 3's new content, so I think it's like a new hero, stuff like that. We'll probably see the 2 new stages we're getting in Splatoon 3 in March, and like maybe some of the new weapons, some new features. But all that stuff could easily happen just with like a Twitter drop in the morning, close of the release date, but we'll see it happens. It's a good time to slate it in. A couple things that could happen that I'm really not expecting is I think we could see that heavily rumored Kid Icarus Uprising remaster. Sakurai was teasing it a few months ago. About 10 or 11 months ago, almost a year, we've had the rumors of Bandai working on a remake of a action game for Nintendo, and I think that's kind of the biggest action game they have that I could see Bandai working on just because they worked on Smash with Sakurai. We'll see what happens. I'm not completely convinced it's happening as much as I really want it to, and if it is, and even is coming out this year, they could save it for a future Direct. And then obviously, I don't think we're going to see any Pokemon stuff in this Direct. Pokemon Day is here in about 3 weeks, and Pokemon loves having a Pokemon Presents, and that's when we'll see spin-offs. I think it's going to be Detective Pikachu 2. I think we're going to see some Scarlet Violet DLC roadmap. But outside of that, we're not going to see anything else on Pokemon. And yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much do it. Obviously, I forgot to mention Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. That's coming out in a couple weeks. We'll see that. There was a box art leak that spoils a little bit of new content that they'll probably show off, but yeah, do you guys, well, I'm not even going to ask if you guys are going to think we're going to see one, because this video will be going up once it's officially announced. Are you guys excited? What's like the one thing you want to see in this direct? Let me know in the comments or on Twitter. My handle is @HylianHero98. Give me a follow. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and me and Slime will probably do a discussion after the direct. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.